Coffee time. Wake up. Wake it up, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thank y'all for joining me this morning on my little morning show. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Stand right here. Let's see what we have in the house today, shall we? Hey, Child. Hey, Don. Thank you so much, Don. I actually hadn't went live yet, but I saw a comment from Don, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. Hey, it's so good to see you this morning. I love you so much. I'm not sure why the notifications are doing that, but please like the video so you can get the notifications, folks. Like the video so you can get the notifications. Hey, Eve Monique, how are you doing this morning? Okay. Rashida, how are you doing this morning? Nice to see you. Sasha Lynn, how are you doing this morning? Mimi Twin, thank you so much for your support. Everyone, Nikki Merced. Who else? Everyone that's here in the house. Woo, child, I love you so much. Yes, it is so great to see y'all this morning for our coffee talk as usual. Um, Firstly, this morning, I just like to say that, guys, please keep Marcella, speak with your girl Marcella, husband in your prayers. He is ill, and he's doing so. He's trying to make it. Just keep her in your prayers, her and her family in your prayers, because he's not doing all that, but he is making it. So, he's ill. So please pray for Marcella and keep her family in your prayers. That will be great. Okay. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Just a Splash. How are you doing this morning? Great. Well, what is the time for, guys? Horoscope time. Horoscope time. Let's see what's going on with us today, shall we? Let me share the screen with you guys. It's so great to see you guys. You look kind folks. Thank you for sending love. Everybody, please send love for Marcella. Everyone, please hit the like button as well. Let's get to the horoscope so we can get to the information. Okay, today is what? April 6, 2022? I'm going to start off with the Aries. Aries, we have Aries out there. A number of great ideas, either for new creative projects or enhancing ongoing ones, could pop into your head during the day, Aries. If you don't write them down immediately, they could easily pop right out again. Never return. Sorry. With all your responsibilities, you can have a rather frantic day as your mind constantly shifts from one focus to another. Stay with it. You can handle it. That was Aries, guys. Aries. Go on to Taurus. Bullheaded. Taurus, what you have going on today? It says a person with whom you work, probably a woman, could leave suddenly without notice or stated reason. Taurus, this could be confusing, and you might find yourself wondering if there are changes within the company, and you don't know nothing about it. Try to learn exactly why this person left. If you can't ask him or her directly, discreetly ask someone who might know. It's important, if nothing else, for relieving your anxiety. That would put me in anxiety as well if someone just all of a sudden leaves and they've been at that particular company for a while and they just dip. It says, dig deep into your matters of the heart with a psychic love reading. That was your read, Taurus. Is everyone hearing me okay? Is everyone seeing this okay as well? I think you are. Blurry. Okay. I'm so sorry. Let's see here. Unfortunately, I can't get it any bigger. Who is that? Sasha Lynn, unfortunately, I can't get it any bigger. That's why I'm reading it right now to you kind folks. My apologies. Hopefully I can learn. Maybe I need a second screen. I really would like to get a second monitor so everything can be blown up for you kind folks, okay? Really big so you can read it yourself. Let's go on to Gemini. Someone you've wanted to hear from for a long time, perhaps an old friend lives far away. Excuse me. Perhaps an old friend that lives far away could ring you up today while you're out, Gemini. You'll be happy to get the message, but it could result in a frustrating game of phone tag throughout the day. Don't get irritated. Don't get so irritated you give up. Keep trying. You eventually touch base, and you'll be glad you did. Revive your love. Make this year your love grows with the psychic love reading. Gemini. That was Gemini. Moving on to the Cancers. Cancer. A rather upsetting dream could disturb your sleep tonight, Cancer. When you wake and focus on the real world, it could seem so bizarre as to not be worse. As to not be worthy of serious consideration. Nonetheless, write it down. After some time has passed, Go over the symbols and see what they suggest to you. The dream is trying to tell you something about a specific situation in your life, albeit, albeit in a weird way. Dig deep into matters of the heart with the cycle love reading. I said my kind folks, let me get my glasses. I can't see. Oh, I didn't have them over here. Glasses. I know I had glasses. Where are you? I just had my glasses. Not like paper. I just had my glasses. Okay, folks. Just had my glasses. Unfortunately, I cannot find my glasses. Just had them. I don't want to put you all on waiting for me to find my glasses. Okay, let's go to the next. Hey, Halle Berry. Hi, Sasha Lynn. Hi, welcome everyone who just came into the chat. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button so you can start getting your notifications, please. Thank you. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? Please excuse my reading. I can barely see. We just did Cancer. Next horoscope is going to be Leo, the tiger. I think they're a lion. Sorry, a lion. It says a colleague or possibly a romantic partner could be in a rather touchy mood today, Leo. Therefore, you may find this person difficult to deal with. You can get a bit irritated and wonder if this person is worth the aggravation he or she is causing you. Don't do anything foolish. This mood will pass. Try to stay out of your friend's way if possible. All should be back to normal by tomorrow. Dig deep into the matters of the heart with a psychic love reading. That was Ali. Oh. Next, we have Virgo. Now we have some Virgos in the house this morning. Virgo, you tend to be very intuitive, Virgo, but today you can find your psychic abilities short circuit. If you give readings, don't schedule any for today. This isn't to say your abilities are blocked, but they are dependable as they usually are. Likewise, your imagination isn't as reliable either. Don't worry, this is a typical writer's or author's block. You'll be back to normal by tomorrow. Dig deep into the matters of the heart with a psychic love reading. That's if you are a reader yourself. Cutting down to Libra. Scales, I know that. These scales I have to say today. April 6, 2022. Some rather upsetting news about a friend could come to you today, Libra, probably over the phone. This can be the truth, but more likely the facts have been distorted in the retelling. In fact, what you're hearing may actually be nothing more than gossip. Phone someone who might know what's really going on, preferably the friend you heard about, and check the facts before driving yourself quite crazy. It's complicated, but it doesn't have to be. That's Libra. Scorpios. We have a lot of Scorpios here on YouTube. Scorpios. It says, today you can receive a lucky career break of some kind and bring some extra money your way, Scorpio. The downside is that you might have to put in many extra hours. Your good fortune could cause temporary problems in your personal life. Your significant other and family members could be disgruntled. Point out that it may be inconvenient now, but everyone will be better off in the long run. Love to love yourself and attract your perfect relationship with a free psychic reading. Scorpio. Said pay attention to the family. Don't work too much. It says here, Sagittarius. It's my dad. It says an unexpected visit from someone who lives far away is likely to throw your schedule off kilter, Sagittarius. Even though you'll be glad to see your friend, the visit could require a lot of calls to break appointments and postpone meetings. Once that's done, however, you'll have a good visit. You and your friends should each have a lot to report. You'll talk for hours. Relax and have some fun. Revive your love. Make this year your love grows with a psychic love rating. That is Sagittarius. Reading these because I don't want anyone to put out there what month their birthday is. Go to Capricorn. We're almost done, guys. Capricorn. Capricorn, it says, an unexpected financial setback could have you reeling at first, Capricorn. Perhaps an emergency, such as a toothache or a car breakdown, will cause a substantial expenditure that you hadn't planned for. You can probably find a way to deal with this crisis. You may have resources to draw upon that you aren't aware of now. Go over all your finances and you could be pleasantly surprised. Hang in there. Revive your love. Make this year your love grows with a psychic love reading. So basically saying that you're going to have an unexpected expense, which we all do that, have that. Let's see here. Aquarius. You could be feeling you could be feeling restless and frustrated due to a temporary separation from a partner, Aquarius, perhaps a business partner, but more likely a romantic one. Phone contact could be difficult as well because you could both be busy and keep missing each other. Find something fascinating to do that would take your mind off the situation. Get together with friends and have some fun. The time will pass more quickly. Discover the transformational power within you and move on from this heartbreak with a free love reading. Hope not, but Aquarius, I hope it's not like that. Let's go to Pisces. Yes, Pisces. It says, a rather disconcerting rumor about your job could reach your ears. Pisces, perhaps you're here, the company is being sold or undergoing a shakeup in the hierarchy. It said, in the hierarchy, excuse me. You might get caught up in a frenzy of worry about whether or not you'll stay on. Before jumping to any conclusions, phone someone who knows what's going on and find out the truth. What you've heard is probably just gossip. Discover the transformational power within you and move on from heartbreak. Everyone get their reading? Did everyone get their reading? I believe I read all of them. If I have not, please acknowledge it in the chat. Please. Hello, hello. Hi, Justice Splash. Hi, everyone. She said, I hope mine speak of. LOL. Let's see here. Not today. Say it now. Are you done this morning? Everyone, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button for me. So did everyone get their reading? I hope so. I hope it was a good reading for you this morning. We did have a little heartbreak going on this morning, but other than that, I think everything was okay. Let me stop the share. Here you are. So guys, this morning, I wanted to talk about a little bit about African-American women and hair loss, okay? Some of the reasons why our hair breaks, have a tendency to break and have a tendency, to be brittle and, just come out, basically. Let me share my screen here quickly, because I know you kind of folks are at work. Let me see. Yes, because it seems that it is a large percent in our community. Makes you wonder. Okay. What I'm going to do is read off some of the reasons why our hair breaks off. And I also have a couple of pictures as well for you kind ladies so you can see exactly how does it look? How does it look if you run into this problem, So let's take a look at it, shall we? It says, I'm sorry, this is a wrong ad. Here we are. It says here, African-American women have specific hair issues. I'm just going to kind of breeze through here and get to the point on most of it. But it says, if you're a woman of color, you may already know your hair can be an issue. No, it's not your imagination or vanity working overtime, says Amy McMichael, MD, professor and interim chair of dermatology at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center. There is some sort of innate fragility, McMichael says, referring to the hair of African-American women. That fragility can result in breakage and hair loss, what doctors call alopecia. She says she presented an update on hair loss and other issues in people of color at an annual meeting of the American Academy of Dermatology held here. Basically, she's saying that one of the top reasons for hair loss is called alopecia, right? Alopecia. So let's take a look at this alopecia, how it looks. This is a copy of what the alopecia looks like. So as you can see on her edges here, she is balding on her edges. Can you all see that? She's balding on her edges. Yeah, she's balding on her edges. I don't know why I moved that. She's balding on her edges. So as you can see, did you know that alopecia can actually come from tight braids on the side of your hair? Did you know that? Yes, alopecia can come from the sides, braids from the side of your hair. On the side of your hair. That's interesting, right? Very interesting. I thought that it was something that appears, but I've never seen Jada with braids. Have you all ever seen her with braids in her hair? Let me take out the comments here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Alopecia can come from braids in your hair, guys. From the tightness of the braid. That's why they tell you when you're braiding around your edges, please. Yes, yes, weaves, glue down wigs. Absolutely. That glue will just rip your hair right out. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lonnie Mitch. So we know that alopecia is one of the main causes of what? Hair loss. We know that alopecia is the number one in the Black American women, but we can avoid that alopecia actually in some cases because, like I said, if you get braids, just make them loose on the edges. That's why they always talk about people with no edges. It comes from weaves that are tight, that are glued, that's pulling your hair, especially if you're not oiling your hair. We'll get into that. Okay, the next one. Let's keep going. They also mentioned another issue. It said hair loss is common. Hair loss is a common reason that women of color see a dermatologist for. Did you know that hair loss is a common reason that we see dermatologists for? I had no idea about that. She and her colleague discovered that when they looked at a national database, the National Ambulatory Medical Care Survey, to find the top reasons we visit dermatologists. Okay, where is that? I wanted to find the next one. It says here too, your doctor may take a biopsy to help get the diagnosis correct. So they may take a biopsy on our hair. If when they come in for when you go in for hair loss issues, they may take a biopsy to make sure it's not anything else medically wrong. And we'll get into that as well. It says here, another type of hair loss is called CCCA, short for centrofungal. Let's see here, cicatricial. Oh my gosh, alopecia, which is another form of alopecia, CCCA. It can cause scarring on the front and crown of the scalp. McMichael says it can be inflamed and the scars can be severe. She says the exact cause of CCA is not known, but some experts believe it can be linked with long-term use of chemical hair treatments such as chemical hair straighteners or perms. Basically, y'all, or perms. Let's get the picture of that one, shall we? Perms, chemical heat, that's what helps cause our hair to break. Take a look at the CCI fungus. There it is right there. That is a CCI fungus. You see how they had a little hair there, and you can see the beginning of the hair losses there. And you see the end, the hair is gone completely. It's almost gone, pretty much. And as a woman, that doesn't feel good. So we have to take care of our hair. We have to take care of our beautiful African-American hair. We have to take care of it, guys. We do. And that's by seeing to it. They do have a clause in here about that. Let me get to it. So that one was called CCA, which is another form of alopecia. And basically, it looks like alopecia is one of the main reasons. But let's get into the statistics here. It says in another study, McMichael surveyed 30 African-American women and 30 white women. While 60% of African-American women said their hair was too dry, 67% of Caucasian women said their hair has a normal moisture. They always make it look like our hair is just wrong, but we know how to oil our hair. Ladies, you have to oil your hair, keep your hair oil, and it's good to leave in our leave-in conditioner, leave-in treatments. It said that dryness can result in breakage. She says African American women are more than 3 times as likely as white women to have a hair shaft breakage. That's true. I'm pretty sure that's true. They also said that when you go into for hair loss issues, they try to rule out what? Thyroid disorders. Thyroid disorders can cause hair breakage. Did you know that? Yes, thyroid disorders. But they're saying 60% of African American women said their hair was too dry. And I also have a picture of the hair when it's dry, how it looks when it's dry, guys, and it breaks. Stand here 1 second. Look at that. It's because her hair was dry. That's why her hair was like that. It's like that. It was dry and it broke. So what that means? We have to keep our hair what? Oiled. Oil. We have tea tree oils. We have all sorts of oils, ladies, for our hair. We have shea butter oils. We have coconut oils for your hair. But make sure your hair is oiled. I don't care if you have braids or not. Take something and squirt the oil throughout your hair, and massage your hair. Massage it. Because if it's dry, it will break. It's just like a stick. If it's dry, it'll break, right? So that's the deal with our hair. some of our hair. Oh, goodness. Let's look at the comments here. Sorry. I say I've been blessed. I've been perking my hair since 7 years old. I'm 52 years old, 52, and I still have a ton of hair. That's awesome, Nikki. Perming. Oh, you are perming. Okay. I always go backwards on the comments. Let's see here. Just look. Take a look here. Traction alopecia. Jessica said she wore braids a lot. Oh, she did. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. Relaxers are very harmful too. Absolutely. They just said chemicals, straighteners, heat. You got to kind of let loose on the heat. You can't put heat into your hair every day. You can't because it'll damage it. It really will. Yes, she said the weaves and glue downs. Which I say, oh, yes, I'm a Medicine Society. It's set up. She's so hilarious. Yes, the relaxers are very harmful, as Collins. How are you this morning? She did wear braids, okay? Traction up, stress. Yes, just a splash. Stress can cause your hair breakage as well. Stress. It really can. I recall one time my hair just came out. I went and got it done, and I got a perm. And I believe this young lady put a super on my hair. Don't put a super perm on my hair. My hair looked good the first day. The next day, I noticed that when I tied it down and I tried to, fix it, my hair was just coming out in clumps. And I called her and I was like, what the hell did you do to my hair? And of course she tried to deny it, but you put a super in my hair. Why would you put a super on my hair? It's ridiculous. So that's true. The perms are kind of harmful to your hair, ladies. Right now, a lot of women are wearing their natural hair, and they are wearing wigs also to protect their beautiful natural hair. And their beautiful natural hair, our hair has a tendency to grow when it's not permed or a lot of heat is implemented on your head. So try not to use so much heat or perms. Try not to. You can straighten your hair every now and then, but our beautiful natural hair is what's it. That's why we have a lot of women walking around with natural hair now, because they know that's what's in. Let's see. Hey, Stacey, how are you doing this morning? Glad to see you. Yes, permanent. Hey, organized chaos. Yes, we want our hair to be natural and full, and we can have natural full long hair, and we do have natural long full hair, especially the women that are really natural and they have hair out to here. Their hair, again, ladies, go down their back once they straighten it. They have long hair, long as this wig, all the way down. Yes, because they don't put all those chemicals and things in the hair. They put natural oils and different, fresh ingredients in their hair, coconut oil, things of that nature. It's called say thyroid disease is one of the reasons I went natural. Relaxers and thyroid disease broke off my hair. She said, now my hair's long and healthy. That is so wonderful, it's Collins. And we just mentioned that. You see that we have someone in here who's an example of the thyroid issue and perms mixed together. It broke her hair off. Now she has long, beautiful hair. I think that a lot of folks need to go natural because those perms are not doing anything for you but harming your hair. They are. Braid your hair, braid it and just oil it. Keep it moisturized and oiled. Keep it clean. Okay, great. Hey, Miss Vicki, how are you this morning? So great to see you. Let's move on, shall we? Because I know you kind folks are at work, and I know you all were interested in this, and I was very interested in it as well. It says, we already know that the dryness can break the hair as well. It says women can take several steps to improve their hair, McMichael says. If you have breakage of your hair, McMichael suggests this hair care regimen. You ladies ready? It says, shampoo with gentle cleansing shampoo. Gentle cleansing shampoo. It says use a gentle hair conditioner, ideally a leave-in product. Leave-in conditioners, they help keep your hair strong and healthy and oily. Use a silicone coating product. Look for an ingredient such as dimethicone. Okay, they said look for an ingredient called dimethicone. Who's heard of dimethicone? Put a one in the chat if you've heard of dimethicone, the ingredient for our hair to help keep it healthy to grow. And it says also use an everyday leave-in conditioner. Keep your hair conditioned. It's okay to leave in a leave-in conditioner in your hair to keep your hair healthy and smelling great and, just healthy. It says this regimen can be good for everyone, even without breakage, she says, even without breakage. When your hair is especially fragile, she suggests taking a holiday from relaxers, color, or anything, or both, and heat. When your hair is fragile, you don't want to put all that stuff in your head again because it's going to do what? To have a snowball effect and continue to break. She said relaxers aren't the enemy, she says, but a holiday make all the difference. For children, relaxers should not be started until after puberty, if possible. We have a lot of ladies that have their children hair perm while they're 5 years old, 6 years old, and she's basically saying that it's good to wait till they're in their puberty years before you decide to do that. Perm their hair. Just flat iron it or press it. We used to get our hair pressed. Remember that hot comb? Who remembers the hot comb? Put one in the chat. You remember the pressing comb that burned your ear when they were doing it. Put a one in the chat if you remember that pressing comb. You're a woman of color. The pressing comb. Gosh, it hurts. It burned your ear and everything else. And you hated that heat. Just you could hear. Shh. Right, Don? You hear it. And you're like, they be like, hold your ear. They tell you quickly, hold your ear. And you have to lean over, hold your ear, and let them press your hair. So, it can be a painful experience, the pressing comb, but they do have the electric pressing combs now, and they do have flat irons. But it's not good to keep all that heat in your hair. It's just not. I know you want it to be bouncy and shaky and everything. I know you do. Get your wig and flat iron it. That's why a lot of women are using wigs because they want to protect their real natural hair. If you see Taraji Henson, she has beautiful weaves, right? But if you look at her real hair, it's out to here. Very beautiful, natural, beautiful hair. She has a head full of hair. A lot of Black women have a head full of hair. And I should have brought those photos up as well. I saw it. Taraji Henson and several other women of color have heads full of hair. Angela Bassett, head full of hair. So, it's okay to wear your wigs and your weaves. But, if you want to wear a wig, you just braid your hair underneath there. Oil it, make sure it's clean, wash it, leave it, put a leave-in conditioner in it. So your hair can stay nice and healthy and clean and smell good. Yes, that pressing comb was no joke, was it? She said, watch the tightness of braids, she says, as they can hurt hair. If your hair is braided so tightly it hurts when you chew, she says it's probably too tight. And, it is probably too tight. We know this. We've seen women hair pulled. You can see they hair pulled, making them look like they Chinese. When they what? When their eyes are round, it has them look like they're Chinese because their braids pulled, so they have them look like this from the braid, right? Right. So try to keep, if you go get braids, just loosen it up on your edges so your edges can stay there. Now the butt of the joke is women don't have edges. And it's not good for us because, we all have thick edges. It's just that the glues and the weaves and all that stuff that's around it homes our edges. Good morning. Speak with your girl, Marcella. Good morning. Marcella is here, y'all. Remember what I told you guys? Please keep her husband in prayers. Please. Let's go on here. Again, the main reason, as they're saying, is the alopecia. Basically, for Black women hair. Alopecia and dry hair. Alopecia and dry hair. So that's what causes breakage in our hair. I'm just going to name a few of the medical reasons why Black women of color, has hair loss issues, okay? The number one problem is what? Thyroid, as S. Collins says. Thyroid problems, okay? Thyroid problems. That's the number one reason for hair loss within the African-American woman. And then there's another one called PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. Let's take a read on that. Women with polycystic ovary syndrome have a chronic hormonal imbalance. The body makes higher levels of androgens than expected. This often causes extra hair to sprout on the face and body, while hair on the scalp grows thinner. Wow. PCOS can also lead to ovulation problems, acne, and weight gain. But sometimes thinning hair is the only obvious sign. Wow. So basically it's saying that we'll grow hair elsewhere on the facial areas and around here as if we're male, but not on the head. It would thin out and then grow out here. It's very weird. It's called PCOS. The next medical reason, it's only 6 of them. Alopecia areata, Alopecia areata causes hair to fall out in startling patches. The culprit is the body's own immune system, which mistakenly attacks healthy hair follicles. In most cases, the damage is not permanent. The missing patches usually grow back in 6 months to a year. In rare cases, people may lose all of the hair on the scalp and body. Wow. So they're basically saying that alopecia areata, your hair can grow back within 6 months to a year. I didn't know that. I thought the hair was gone permanently. Did you all think that the hair was gone permanently? I thought the hair was gone permanently once you have the alopecia. Didn't know that it can actually grow back. So, mm, well, you could cut your hair all off to start over, right? Instead of, because I was thinking, like, why cut off my hair? But if it's uneven, it's going to be very uneven here in this area. So you may as well go short, cut it all off, and just start over. It's perfectly fine. Good morning, sweet pea. How are you doing, Precious? Good morning. Let's take a next look to the next one. Guys, salute to your coffee this morning. The next one. That is a major cause of hair loss. Childbirth. Some women may notice their hair seems fuller during pregnancy. That takes to high levels of hormones that keep resting hairs from falling out as they normally would do. But it doesn't last forever. It says after childbirth, when hormone levels return to normal, those strands fall out quickly. This can mean a surprising amount of hair loss at one time. Oh my goodness. It may take, stand by. It may take, I had to switch it over here. That one was cut off. So basically, they're saying that during childbirth, when you're pregnant, you get that head full of hair when you're pregnant, right? And my hair has grown while pregnant. Nails grow too, right, ladies? Your nails get really long, and your hair grows, and you get the more like glow in your skin. And then once that baby comes, what? Things return back to normal. And some women have a tendency to lose their hair, as they're saying. I've never lost my hair after a pregnancy, but as they're saying, I'm sure some women do. So just, know that it's not forever. It's just something that happens in some cases during childbirth. And remember with the alopecia, they're saying that your hair can grow back. I had no idea. I thought that your hair was gone permanently, but you can get your hair back. I says the pill. A little known side effect of birth control pills is the potential for hair loss. The hormones that suppress ovulation can cause hair to thin in some women, particularly those with a family history of hair loss. Sometimes hair loss begins when you stop taking the pill. Other drugs linked to the hair loss include blood thinners and medicines that treat high blood pressure, heart disease, arthritis, and depression. I have a couple of those symptoms, y'all. High blood pressure, heart disease can cause your hair to lose your hair. And then the last reason of all, and somebody called it in the chat, was what? Stress. Stress. It's no myth. Stress can kill. It can also cause hair follicles to become toxic, thus forcing your hair to fall out. Despite what the movies show you about a person sometimes pull their own hair out, stress can do that for you. Be mindful of stressful period in your life and take measures to reduce that stress, or you will reflect it in your hair. Organs and all over your body. Wow. Stress can kill you. We know this. We know stress can kill you. However, stress can also what? Get your hair out your head. It really can. Ladies, it really can. Stress can pull your hair right out of your head. So we went over most of the terms for the hair loss in Black women. Okay. It basically says, she said, Marie, this is great because I had these questions. So awesome. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Let's just go into the comments. It says, the thing with alopecia is if you don't see stubble, Jada has stubble. I don't see alopecia with Jada. I noticed her hair is growing back on the sides. Did you notice that? Me either, Stacy. That's right. This is a learning moment for me, Marie. I'm glad it is, Caramel. Stacy says, Nikki, I'm a cosmetologist, and it just seems strange, sweetie. I don't see any bald patches. I just see a bald head with a stubble with the amber rose. Yes. I noticed her hair is growing back evenly. People like to, sometimes people like what they call what? Attention. Attention. Hi, Queen Mermaid. How are you doing? Queen Mermaid did say she have something. I believe you have something to tell us that can help us with our hair. Okay. Until Queen Mermaid responds, I say wash your hair, keep it conditioned. Okay. Make sure you oil it really good and massage your scalp. Massage your scalp, jojoba oil, whatever kind of oils, coconut oil. Massage your scalp. Keep your hair oiled because the more it's dry, the more it will break. It will break. Our hair can have a tendency to get hard. She said, I'm working and listening. Okay, Queen Mermaid, no problem. Um, so just oil your scalp. Just keep it oil, even if you have braids. Just run oil through there. They have something called do grow oil. You can just take the pointer and just run it through your hair. You just want to keep your hair oiled. And like they said, a leave-in conditioner will help you. It will keep your hair nice and healthy and looking good. She says, right, Marie, is growing back evenly. Yes, it is. It's growing back evenly. I saw it. I saw it. Like I said, some people just want what? Attention. They want attention. But this is not the time to get attention. That's not a good reason to get attention with your hair, ma'am. Now, what if it does fall out, really fall out? What are you going to do? Hmm? Queen Mara said, your diet, ladies, you have to eat lots of green leafy vegetables and drink lots of water. Queen Mermaid, I hate water. But you know what? I have to drink it now. I really do because I'm a side beer because I don't like water. But you're right. You're absolutely right, Queen Mermaid. You're absolutely right. Diet, eat green leafy vegetables, eat fresh vegetables. Even if you have to get them frozen, but the canned vegetables have so much sodium in them, ladies. It's processed. Like we have to kind of get away from that processed food a little bit. Eat fresh greens. If you want cornbread, eat fresh greens, cornbread. But let your greens be fresh, fresh spinach. Just saute it a little bit. That's all. Sweet potatoes, things of that nature. We have to start getting back to our natural foods instead of processed food. Because I'm thinking that that's what's causing a lot of us to be sickly. I really do. And I noticed also at the cancer hospital, I forgot the name of it, but one of their main rules, one of um, the medical care that they implement over there is they feed them. It's nutrition. They concentrate on nutrition, fresh foods, fresh vegetables, fish, salmon, omega food, power foods. They concentrate on that. She said, get your vitamins, stimulate your scalp with massage and healthy oils, black castor oil, rosemary, peppermint. Y'all hear Queen Mermaid? She says, get your vitamins, stimulate your scalp with massage and healthy oils, black castor oil, rosemary, peppermint. What did I say? Massage your hair, massage it with oils because it's going to wake that scalp up. Stacy says alopecia is really a humbling disorder, and I just feel like Jada is really reaching. I saw maybe a line in her head that looked like a bald spot, but it was nothing major. No, allegedly. No, I believe she said. Stacy, oh, I totally believe you. She does have stubble. Didn't think of that. Oh, Queen Memory says also get aloe vera plants and use the gel in your hair as part of your conditioning process and mash avocados. She said, yes, Queen Mermaid, come through. Yes, Queen Mermaid said she had some interesting things for our hair that would keep our hair healthy and keep it growing long. Black women can have long hair. We can have long hair. We just have to keep out the heat and all that perm and stuff. If you're gonna do it, make sure your hair is oiled and make sure it is healthy. And you can feel if it's not brittle. And get your ends cut every now and then. Get your ends cut every now and then. It helps it to grow evenly and beautifully. Um, she said, mayo on the hair with shower cap and use blow dry for hot oil treatment. They got something called, she's right, they had something called hair mayonnaise. I know a lot of you have heard of it. Olive oil hair mayonnaise. It looks like milk. And you put it in the scalp, you put a heat cap over it and let it stay over your hair about 30 minutes and it makes your hair healthy. And also you can do hot oil treatments. Hot oil treatments to keep that hair, just keep your scalp stimulated. Marcella says, I use pumpkin oils. I break vitamin E capsules. Vitamin E, as we can see. And pumpkin oil. There's so many oils for our hair, so many natural things out there we can put in our hair without it for it to not to break. If you're going to put the wig on, be careful with the glue. Make sure they're not gluing it to your head. Maybe you need to glue it to your forehead a little bit or something. I'm not sure. but I don't glue my hair on the side. All my edges are here. It's kind of say Jada does have a line across her head like a scar from a surgery or something. I don't believe she has alopecia. Allegedly, nobody does. Nobody does. Attention. Attention. And this, like I said, this is not the type of attention you want. There are people out with women out there that really have this issue. They're ashamed, and you want to play around with it. It's not a joke, ma'am. Keep it up with Queen Sunset in the building. Hey, University with Marie. Good morning, Master J. Yes, aloe in the hair. Also, wild hair growth. Wild hair growth all really strengthens your hair. And Queen has some beautiful hair. Beautiful hair. Queen Mermaid says Black women shouldn't be bald and edgeless. Try natural styles and twist up at night and use satin scarf or satin pillowcases. Absolutely, Queen Mermaid, because I've seen where my hair has broken off from a pillowcase. I've seen it. So I had to change my pillowcase. You're absolutely right. And again, Black women should not be bald. Black women should not have be lacking their edges. We should not. We should have heads full of healthy hair. And like she says, when you twist it and you untwist it, oh my God, you can come up with the most beautiful styles for your hair. The most beautiful styles. So I'm with that, Queen Mermaid. I am. She's right. Stacey said true, Queen Mermaid. Yes. Is everyone taking down these the notes for the hair? Put a one in the chat if you learned something today about hair. Put a one in the chat if you learned something. Everybody, please like this video. Please like the video. We need to get into the algorithm. Like the video, please. I would really appreciate it. People, cloud babies, please like the video. Please like the video. That would make me so happy. Like the video. Take a look here at the comments. Yes, as Colin said, yes, she's learned something. We've learned something from you as well because you are a prime example. You've had the issue happen to you. Put a one in the chat if you learned something today about the hair. We should not be bald. We should have long hair, just as long as any other person. Yes, and we keep it up. So I'm going to challenge myself to grow my hair. I actually cut my hair up to this look. I did. My sons were pissed. They were like, Ma, what did you do to your hair? One of my sons acted like he fainted. Oh. We saw my hair. I said, I'm free. But they don't like it. They don't want my hair short. Hey, Will Knock Nation. How are you doing? I'm feeling great, sir. Thank you so much for asking. I said, long hair don't care. Fenugreek is good too. Fenugreek. She said, fenugreek is good too. Never heard of it, but we can look it up. Please like the video, everyone. Will Knock Nation, thank you for joining us. Please hit the like button. Everyone hit the like button. Stacey at Queen at Tulsa. Hi, beautiful. We're all beautiful. And again, we should all have beautiful hair down our backs. We should. So we already know what to do. We already know what causes alopecia. Tight braids, stress. Don't worry too much, ladies. Don't let these jobs and men stress you out. Don't. Because it's harmful to your body. Eat healthy. Try to eat healthy vegetables sometimes. We know we like junk stuff. We like 30-weight gravy. But eat some vegetables. Always put a green vegetable with your kids' food, so they can be healthy. So their skin can stay nice. Drink water, as Queen Mermaid said. Oh, child. I have to post it. I'll be gagging. I tell I got a cramp in my leg. My son's like, Mom, you have to drink this water. You have to do it. I'm like, no. But it's good for you. Water's good for you. It keeps your skin good. I don't know how I'm making it without water, but I'm making it. But I need to drink water. I really do, because I get a side ache because I'm not drinking water, drinking Coca-Cola and all that crap. Just checking on you. Have a good. Thank you so much, Will Knock Nation. Make sure you like it. Like the video before you go. So, anyone else? Everyone else liked? Everyone else learned something? I hope you all learned something today. Because, like I said, we are not supposed to have short hair. We're supposed to have long hair. And we can have long hair. So I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to grow my hair back out. Okay? I'm going to keep it oil, and I'm going to grow it out. Let's give it to, what we at, April, December. And see how long it is. Remember, I cut it off short. Okay? Because I was tired of my wigs being humped all up, which they humped up a little bit now, but they were humped up from my real hair. I was sick of it. And I just, my sons are pissed. They were upset. You see my daughter, she has a head full of hair. Oh, you've seen her hair. She has a head full of natural hair. She wears her hair natural. She uses all these different creams and oils and, and she massages her scalp. Coconut oil. Queen Margaret says, stay positive, get rest, eat well, take vitamins, and it will grow. No stress. Check your thyroid and vitamin D levels with your yearly physical labs. Thank you so much, Queen Mermaid. That sounds so positive. Stay positive. You're rest, ladies. Take vitamins. Sometimes I have a tendency to wake up in the middle of the night and all that. It's be stressed, you know? We be stressed sometimes. I told you I'm going through some things right now. So I'm stressed a little bit, but I got to stop being so stressed and leave it to who? The master. I have to. I have to leave it to him because I'll be sick. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I wasn't feeling well. I just said, Biotin 5000. Biotin 5000, guys. That is what Keep It Up with Queen Tulsa says. Biotin 5000. There's so many products out there, and healthy products or natural products, all that can grow our hair. So we're going to challenge each other to grow our hair. Grow your hair and keep it healthy and twist it. And once you untwist it, oh my God. If you look there are so many YouTube videos to show you what kind of oils you need to put in before you twist it and have it coming out beautiful. Just beautiful. Beautiful. And then maybe one day I'll just stop wearing wigs. My hair was long. I'll stop wearing wigs maybe one day. But I noticed when I did go to work with my real hair, I curled it and everything. And by the time I made it work, it was like this. So we got to find something to keep our hair from being frizzy and yet strong. Queen Margaret say, our hair coils and kinks. It is our antennas that connect us to the Most High, and we download that melanin from the sun. Oh, I believe you, Queen Mermaid. I really do. Our hair oil, coils, and kinks. And like I say, like Queen Mermaid said, when you twist that hair and then you take it loose, it looks as if it's just naturally wavy, beautiful hair. Our natural hair without a perm or some type of processed S curl or Jerry curl or something like that. You don't want that crap on your hair because it's chemicals, and we trusted these different scientists and these different brands with perms and stuff on our head. Hell, they could be killing us on cool, allegedly. They could be, messing us up. We don't know. We just think, oh, we want our hair straight. But no, you can get your hair straight without the chemical. It's called a pressing comb or a flat iron every now and then. She said, biotin can cause some to break out and get migraines. Frizzy drives me crazy. So she's saying that the biotin can cause some breakout. And I'm so sorry. The biotin can cause some breakouts and migraine. So the biotin, we don't know. Like I said, we need to use natural stuff. Coconut oils, jojoba oils, what else? Other type of oils. If anyone knows of any oil that we can put in our head, please put it in the chat for everyone. Please, if you know of a good oil that everyone can massage their scalp with, can you please put it in the comments for us? Please, we'd like to know. Because I'm going to challenge myself and grow my hair right back out. So please put it in the chat. What kind of oil can we put in our hair that's natural for an African-American woman to keep her hair growing and get her edges back as well? Put it in the chat if you know of any kind of oil that we can use to get our hair together. Avocado oil, okay? We have avocado oil. Everybody writing this down? Avocado oil. She said, silk press does it for me. That's right. A silk press. You don't have to have a perm in your hair. A silk press. Every now and then. We got avocado oil. Anyone else have any kind of oil that we can use that will keep our hair, healthy? Natural stuff, yep. Marva said, I have been growing my sister locks for 12 years now, and they have grown to my butt. Oh, my God. That is awesome. You have a long hair. Queen Marie, that was before I took care of it. Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, yes. Please subscribe to my new channel, The Reality with Marie, please. Thank you so much, Wu Chow, for dropping that link. Jamaican Black Castor Oil. Okay, there's one called Jamaican Black Castor Oil. Jamaican Black Castor Oil. Ladies, please write this down because you wondered. Here we are. Tea tree oil. I have that here. Tea tree oil. I do have tea tree oil. Tea tree oil. Joy Parker said, great topic. You're very welcome. She said, if you're wearing your hair natural, add a tablespoon of glycerin to your hair growth oil. Glycerin. I've never heard of glycerin. Oh, what type of glycerin? If you know the name brand of it. To help with the frizz, Stacy says. Queen Celsa say, I use silk therapy for silk press. I really love wild hair growth. Any beauty supply has it. Wild hair growth. Wild hair growth. Anyone else has any ideas on what kind of natural hair? She said, yes, the black castor oil. That's right. She said, it's the best. It's thick, so you don't need a lot. Black castor oil. I'm going to go with that one first. No offense, anyone? Black castor oil. Because when I was little, when I was a young girl, my mother used to put castor oil in our hair. I do recall that. My mother used to put castor oil in her hair. That's why our hair was long. My mother used to use castor oil in her hair. So I'm going to go with the black castor oil for now. I am. He said, Queen said, I'll post a pic on my community wall. Wonderful. Wonderful. So we've seen what these are, how women hair is. Like, do you see that lady's hair? You can see her bald spot, right? But Jada's hair, allegedly, it's not like that. You can see her hair evenly around, all the way around her head. It is what? Hair growing, okay? It's hair growing there. This is coming from dry hair. Dry hair. So we got to massage our scalps. Keep our scalps awake. Keep your scalps awake, ladies. Because guess what? We're going to have long hair. We're going to have long hair. Okay? And we can have long hair. It's not like we can't have long hair. We can. To show these men, let me put this down. To show these guys who think that black women cannot have long hair. Sirs, we can. We can. And we're going to show you. I cut my hair off, but guess what? I'm growing back. I'm challenging myself to grow it back. And for all the ladies in here that do have long hair, show them what you're working with, ladies. Swing it on their ass. Swing it. Swing it. Because you got guys, black men, that are saying, oh, you bald-headed chick, and you bald-headed this, and you don't have no edge. Talking about women like they're a woman. But the point is, we can show them what we're working with. She said, yes, and use the right detangling brushes. See? It even depends on the brush that you use, ladies. Some of that brush can pull your hair. I've seen it done. I've seen it where a brush can literally pull your hair, your head. You're right, Queen Mermaid. You're absolutely right. She said, my sis makes natural. She said, sister makes natural oils. I can send you summary if you have a P.O. box. I don't have a P.O. box, Queen Mermaid, but I am definitely in the works of trying to get one. I need a P.O. box because someone else wants to send me something in the P.O. box. Thank you so much. That would be so awesome. Then maybe we can put your sister's oils on this channel. You know, so the women of color can get this oil and order this oil from your sister, Queen Mermaid, because we really need to know what type of oils that we need to use. I'm going to go with the black castor oil for now. I am. Let's see here. Queen Tussle said, yes, the brush does match. Queen Tussle said, swing it. That's right. Stacey said, my daughter makes a great hair growth oil. Wow, that's awesome. We have to get these oils. We need to know what these oils are. Ladies, we need to know. Rashida said, I'm looking a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm looking a little bill right now under my wig. Oh, that's perfectly fine. But we need to what? Keep our hair up under these wigs. We need to wash our hair, Rashida. We need to condition it, massage our scalps, and it's on. I'm going to get a P.O. box. Absolutely, Stacy. I will get a P.O. box. I mean, can't say Rashida, yes. If you would like to support University with Marie, not required, but truly appreciated, Cash App, okay? Shout out to our sisters that are business women. Yes, Queen Mermaid, please. If you can, send me the information at my email, University with Marie, about your sister's product. We can put it on this channel. So the lady of women of color and the woman of age can get it and put it in our hair. Because we, ladies, we can and we deserve to have long hair if we choose to. Now, there are some women who don't choose to have long hair. Hair was down their back and cut it all the way off to this short. Because they don't want to deal with all that hair. But again, men out there of color who constantly call women bald head, black women can have a head full of hair, sir. Down their back, men. And we're going to show you. Right, ladies? We're going to show them. Lipstick braid. We're going to show them. Any questions so far, ladies, on the hair loss within African-American women? Any questions? Rashida said, I do every 2 weeks. Hair doesn't make me. That's right. Rashida. It doesn't make us. But, if you're looking to have a head full of hair, if you're looking to get your edges back, this is what we're discussing, and we're discussing also the reasons, what the main reasons or the main hair issues, hair loss issues within the African American women. And one of the main reasons is alopecia, braids, heat, perms, things of that nature. Marie, I love that color of your skin. Thank you very much. I'm not sure what color it is. It's like a arbor or something. Yes. Wu Child, thank you so much for the emojis. Anyone else have any questions? Hair color is fire. Thank you so much. And that's why I like to wear my wigs too, because it brings out a different personality in you sometimes, and you can be whoever you want to be with your wigs on. However, if you want to go natural, you can wear your natural hair as well. You can wear your natural hair as well. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. And like Rashida said, hair doesn't make her. Like I said, there's women with hair all the way down to here, and then now they cut their hair to here. They don't want to deal with all that hair. It's perfectly fine. I'm just letting these men know that they keep constantly call women chicken heads and bald head. Baby, we can have a head full of hair, precious. And there are a lot of women out here with heads full of hair. Keeping it a Queen Tuss say, I love you. Hashtag sisterhood. Absolutely. Hashtag positive vibes as well. Yes. Queen Murray, Queen Murray says, if your hair is falling out, something is wrong with your body. That's an off balance. And they said that too within the article as well, Queen Murray. Something's going on within your body. Go to the doctor, get a checkup. Get a checkup. They said, you need a wig sponsor, love. They will send your wigs to wear and model. Oh, yes, I do. I will wear the heck out of them. I will wear the heck out of them. I really will, because I like wigs. Sometimes I'll go short, long, all the way down. It just depends on how you're feeling, And you can just change the color if you want, instead of coloring your hair. Hi, Entertainmentka. Instead, she says, hey, Ginger Bay. Oh, she's talking to somebody. But, you can wear your different colors. Be yourself. She said, I'm working on one for her. Oh, Nisa says she's working on one for me. That would be so awesome. But again, I'm just saying to the gentlemen out here, hey, women, black women, we can have hair. We can have it if we want it. Okay. And also the main cause, alopecia. The braids and stuff may be too tight, ladies. Just be careful with the braiding. It's too tight on the edges. If you want your edges, don't let them braid it so tight on the edge. On the edge part, because the hair can be fragile right there. Keep it that part really oiled up, Nisi says hi to everyone. Does anyone have any questions this morning about the hair loss or the oils? Queen Mermaid came through, did she not? With different stuff. Thank you so much, Queen Mermaid. We really appreciate it. Rashida said, yes, Stacey, you should start getting the wigs and installing them on your videos. I follow a couple of the YouTubers who promote various wig lines. Oh my gosh, I do too, Rashida. And I love it. I'm like, oh my God, I want that wig. I want that wig. And I would go online to look to see where they're, who sells it, like the manufacturer. Sometimes they're out of them. I'll be pissed off, but what can I do? Yes. And yes, they do have to install them nowadays as well. Those expensive wigs, they have to install them. You have to pay to get them installed. But your real hair will be safe. Your real hair will be safe. Just keep it up with the oils and conditions and stuff, guys. If there are any questions, we did get our horoscopes this morning. I hope your horoscope was good for you today. Please, again, like the video. Please go out and like the video. I really would appreciate it. Folks in the clouds, like the video. It would be greatly appreciated. And subscribe to the other channel, The Reality with Maria, is in the comments. That link is dropped in the comments. Stay away from the hair glue. Oh, yeah. I remember bunding glue. It's about my hair all the time. It was so quick and fast. And hair just came right out when you took it off. Sure did. It can damage your hair. Let's see here. Any more comments here? Yes, thank you for dropping a link. Please subscribe to Reality with Marie. So that was our morning show this morning, guys, ladies and gentlemen. It was about hair loss. within the African American community and how we keep our hair up. Queen Tulsa, LOL, exactly. You got to really be careful when you taking it out. That's right. Bunny glue will bring your hair straight out with it. Hold the whole line with your hair. It will. So I don't use it anymore. And again, we as Black African American women have hair and thick hair and have long hair. So if you're looking to grow your hair, we just spoke on it today about the different oils. We have the black castor oil, we have avocado oil, we have wild growth oil, tea tree oil, uh, so many different oils, coconut oil. If you're looking for your hair to grow, you know, challenge yourself if you want to grow your hair. If you don't, that's fine too. But I'm just saying that folks need not to believe the hype when it comes out to African American women hair that our hair doesn't grow. Our hair does grow, and it grows out thick and long. Any questions, anyone, about today's live? I love you guys so much. I thank you all so much for joining me as you do. I really do. I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe and please like the video, kind folks. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow, we'll step back in here with something else, and see what our horoscopes bring for us tomorrow, guys. Otherwise, I love you, lovely people. I don't see any more questions. Everyone, thank you so much for joining my channel, University with Marie, today. Again, please like the video. If you're new, subscribe. Support the channel if you can. And I love you all so much. God bless all of you.